asalaamaaleykum yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a ngi seetaan Gambia Radio and Television Services man la seen xarit Maam Jeng borom bakku yéen da ngeen ko yëngal man ma di ko yëngal fii ci GRTS.
Hello, I'm Mudiwa, and I'm sure you've never heard about the weekly buzz before, but I will be buzzing into your homes every single week to bring you the latest buzz in town, only on GRTS.
Jela mincham apalu alterima la mincham sen harit live sub connect GRTS.
Damane kan mo am fit pour taxaw live reloma nga re ñepp daldi haatay man Abdoulaye Badji ci bir GRTS pare nen pour xam who's the Gambia's funniest comedian te so leen pare we gonna Gangnam Style.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the interview. To collect the achievements of someone and put it into writing is not an easy task. But this is what Ibrahima Jawara has done in his book, Overview of Development Projects in the Gambia under President Jammeh's leadership from 1994 to 2012. By the way, the author, Ibrahima Jawara, who is my guest tonight, is the son of the former president, Sir Daud Kairaba Jawara. He's also the project coordinator of the Central Projects Coordinating Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture and author of Overview of Development Projects in the Gambia under President Jammeh's leadership from 1994 to 2012. Ibrahima, welcome to the interview.
Thank you, Malik, for having me on the show.
First of all, why this book? Why write this book?
Many reasons. Initially, it started out as an essay competition, I can say. I joined the competition in July 2012 to write an essay on the development projects of the AFPRC governments from 1994 to 2012. I had done some work for the Baby Madam Jammeh Golf Tournament, which President Jammeh had generously sponsored to the tune of $40,000. So, as is the norm with the booklet for the competition, and being the sole sponsor, we had to say a few things about his achievements. I mean, of course, as a head of state, he's not a commercial entity that he would promote like that. So when the competition was announced on GRTS, my initial reaction was, I've already done this. So I think I might as well give it a shot. Yeah. And being the competitive person that I am, I decided to go all the way. Now, of course, by the time I knew it, I was into 150 pages. And before I knew it, I was up to 200. And it just kept on going on and on. And I shared it with a few friends who were quite impressed. And as these things happen in life, you start something and you don't know where it's going to lead. And then I also saw it as an opportunity then to also showcase the country. I mean, a lot of people have written about the Gambia, both good and bad. But there was nothing really out there that you could just pick up and say, so this is what has been done. And someone who's been part of the Jammeh administration at the Ministry of Agriculture in different portfolios, I have been a small part of the process as well in trying to get some of these achievements. And I've been seeing it firsthand. So I saw it as a killing two birds with one stone. Enter the competition and at the same time promote the country to benefit myself, the country, my family, and the entire Gambia, because we live in Gambia. And if the president is doing good work, it's up to us to showcase it. I mean, nobody can do that better than us.
So what you actually had when you entered the competition formed the basis of this book?
Absolutely. And I then expanded upon it, because what I did for the competition is different from this. Right. And at the time, like I said, I shared it with a few people. I shared it with a publisher, Galeb Zedan, the proprietor of Transfer, who I must add has been a true friend of the Gambia. He has invested a lot of money here. He has settled here for the last 13 years. He employs many Gambians. And he also saw he saw where the book would get to. And he saw the need for the book at the time as well. So he didn't hesitate to offer to finance the publication of the book. Now, a book publisher is the entity that has the most to lose if a book doesn't sell in the market. But he wasn't thinking about that.
Like he's the investor.
He's the investor. So if the book doesn't do well, he loses. As the author, it's my copyright, but my money didn't go into the book. You know, and as an independent person as well, to see the need to have this out there. You know, of course, as an investor in the Gambia as well, it's in his interest to showcase the good things about the country. So we went ahead and wrote to the office of the president to seek permission to write the book, and we'd given a draft, and it was given with His Excellency's blessings and moral support. So from there, we finished the final draft and sent it for printing, and that's the final.
That's the final product.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, you deemed 22nd July 1994 as the first successful project, and went further to refer it to Sun Tzu's definition of the art of war, which states, and I quote, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." Who was the enemy, and was there need to remove the enemy? Two questions here. Who was the enemy?
Now, if you have read The Art of War, it's applicable to different sectors. I mean, even your own personal life, you can apply it. So the enemy in this sense is a metaphorical enemy. And the enemy was more a system that had
Than a person.
Than a person. The enemy was a system.
Very well. Metaphorical.
It wasn't a personal, physical enemy that. It was a system. Of course, there were people behind the system, but the enemy was the system, and the system had worked. It had achieved what it could achieve when it had to achieve it. But it reached a stage where it was in danger of imploding due to infighting and other things that other people are more versed to delve into. Yeah. But from my own understanding, and I mean, being a son of the former president, obviously I was within the system, one way or the other.